All right. Welcome everyone. Welcome to my channel, Math Made Easy with Terry in 10 minutes. Okay, in the previous video, I solved a question on partial fractions of linear factors where the numerator was less than the denominator, okay? And please, before you move on here, you need to review the previous videos on the rules of partial fractions in this series. Also, understand the concept of substitution method and coefficient of terms method. And like I said, I'm going to be using combination of both in this series moving forward. So here in this video, I want to discuss when the degree of the denominator is equal or greater than that of the numerator, okay? So let's say, for instance, I have 2x squared plus 6x minus 35 divided by, let's say I have x squared minus x minus 12. And I was told to break this down into partial fractions, all right? Now, the first thing that should come to your mind is you check. Now, what is the degree of the numerator? 2. What is the bigger degree of the denominator? 2. So you can see that they are both equal. So that means you can't just jump into partial fraction. The first thing you have to do long division first, okay? So I've had a video series on long division, so you have to go back and have a look on how to do long division. So I will just quickly do that here. And I will assume that you've watched the video and you've understood, so you understand how to do long division. Okay, and this is that. So as usual, like I said in the video, you only use the first term. So this term divided by this. So we are having 2x squared divided by x squared, and that will give you what? 2. So you put 2 in here. 2 times x squared will give you 2x squared minus 2x minus 24. Okay, then you subtract. Then 2x squared minus 2x squared will give you 0. 6x minus 2x. So minus times minus will give you plus. So it'll be 6x plus 2x, and that will give you what? 8x. Then minus 35. Oh, sorry, minus 35. Minus 35 minus 24, because it's minus 35 minus 24, you give minus 35 plus 24, and that should give you minus what? 11. So here is minus 11. So now you can see we can divide, and that should be the answer. So you write this down again. Let me clean this out. So we're going to write this down as so remember, I told you in the video that you write your answer in the form of quotient plus the remainder over the denominator. Okay, so the quotient we have here is going to be equal to 2 plus the remainder is 8x minus 11 divided by the denominator is x squared minus x minus what? 12. Okay. Now, this is the answer from the long division. All right, good. Now, you can now see now that after the long division, the answer we have the 8x minus 11 over x squared minus x minus 12. Sorry, x squared minus x minus 12. Yes, so this is what you now use partial fraction to solve. Okay, so this one here goes into partial fraction to solve it. So for instance, what you do there is that you have 8x minus 11 divided by x squared minus x minus what? 12. Okay, so we're going to break this down into partial fractions now. So as usual, like I told you in the previous video, you have to factorize the denominator into prime factors. And if you do that, so we're having x squared minus x minus 12. So we're looking for two numbers that you multiply, that will give you minus 12, and you add, that will give you minus x. So minus x will be minus 1, basically. minus 1. All right. So the number will be if you use 4 and minus 3, 4 times minus 3 will give you minus 12. But when you add 4 and minus 3 to give you 1, right? So because you can't use that, so you are going to use minus 4 and 3. Minus 4 times 3 will give you minus 12. Minus 4 plus 3 will give you minus 1. So the answer here is going to be x minus 4, x plus 3. So that is the step 2. Okay. So, and I told you that you have to write it as prime factors. Now in step 3, I told you that you have to break it because this is linear. It's going to be 8x minus 11 divided by x minus 4, x plus 3 will give me equal to a over x minus 4 plus b over x plus 3. So if you missed my previous video, please, it's a good time now to go back and have a look at it. And if you've watched the previous video and you think you understood it, you can pause the video here and try solving it now, okay? And then you can press play and see if you get the same answer that I'm gonna get at the end of the day. So the step 4 I told you was that you then need to multiply both sides by the denominator. So we're going to do that now. So we're going to have 8x minus 11 divided by x minus 4, x plus 3, multiplied by the denominator, which is x minus 4, x plus 3 is equal to, same thing, we're going to have a over x minus 4 multiplied by the denominator, same thing, x minus 4, x plus 3, then plus b divided by x plus 3, multiplied by the denominator. The same thing, we'll have x minus 4, x plus 3. Okay, x minus 4, x plus 3. Then you simplify. So this will cancel this. So you're left with 8x minus 11 is equal to, this will cancel this, and to give you ax plus 3. This will cancel that. This is going to give you plus bx minus 4. Okay. So like I told you, I'm going to use the coefficient of terms method. Substitution method. The coefficient of terms method is going to be very long here. So I'm going to use substitution method here. So I have to look for a number that I'm going to substitute that all the constant term will disappear except 1. So I'm going to start with 4 because if I use 4, b is going to disappear because this is going to give me 0. And I'm going to be left with this. So I'm going to say 8 into bracket 4 minus 11, or let me write it down so someone can, in case you're jotting. So I'm going to say, let x to be equal to what? 4, okay? So it's going to be 8 into bracket 4 minus 11 is equal to 8 into bracket 4 plus 3 plus b into bracket 4 minus 4. So here now, all this is going to become 0 because 4 minus 4 is 0. 0 times anything is going to give you 0. Now, when we have that, so we can get our a now. So 8 times 4, 32 minus 11, and that will give you 4, 7a. So 32 minus 11 is going to give you 121 is equal to 7a, okay? So you divide both sides by what? 7. Then therefore you have our a to be equal to what? This will cancel this. Our a will be equal to 3. Okay? Now we've gotten a to be 3. Now to get b, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to rewrite the equation. So we have 8x minus 11. So write it in the other screen. So we have 8x minus 11 is equal to ax plus 3, bx minus 4. Ax plus 3 and bx minus 4. Let me just be sure. So bx minus 4 plus bx minus 4. Okay. So in the last screen, we made x to be equal to 4, so this will disappear. So what we can do now, we can make x to be equal to minus 3 here. So we can now say, let x to be equal to minus what? 3, so that a will disappear and we'll have b. So we'll have 8 minus 3 minus 11 is equal to a minus 3 plus 3 plus b minus 3 minus 4. So this will give you what? 0. Now 8 minus 3 minus 11 will give you minus what? 35 is equal to b minus 3 minus 4 will give you minus 7b. Divide both sides by minus 7. And that will give you b will be equal to 5. Okay, b will be equal to 5. So at the end of the day, we know our b is 5 and our a is equal to 3. Then, so we can come back and write this. So that means we can write our equation again as, so we know b is 5, a is equal to 3. And we know the equation we had earlier was, we had 8x, we had 2 plus 8x minus 11 divided by x squared minus x minus 12, right? Then, so the answer we had, we now broke it into partial fraction of 2 plus, we said 8x is going to be a over x minus 4, okay? From here, a x minus 4 and b x plus 3. So plus b over x plus 3. Now we know the value for a and b, so the final answer we're going to get now is going to be 2 plus, we know our a is what? 3 over x minus 4 plus our b now is what? 5 over x plus 3. So this is the what? The final answer for the what? Partial fraction. So this is the answer for the partial fraction of 2x squared plus 6x minus 34 divided by x squared minus x minus 12. So as you can see, I did not use the coefficient of terms here because the substitution method gave me the answer directly. Does that make sense? So we're going to go to other ones, like especially with the partial fraction of ax plus b raised to the power 2 factors. Those kind of partial fraction usually need the combination of both, usually, okay, but not every time, or most times, they always need the combination of both the substitution and the coefficient of terms, all right? So, yeah, and that is that for this example. Please, you can go back and practice more questions. And when you practice more, if you have any question, just send me an email or let me know. And I will get back to you on how to solve it. Or if there's a particular question you want me to solve or you want me to upload a video about, you can just send me an email or put it in the comment section and I will do it. So the next video will be on, I'm going to talk about when you have ax plus b raised to the power 2 factors, okay? So how do you solve those kind of questions? And that's what I'm going to talk about in the next video. All right, see you soon. And make sure you solve a lot of questions because it's very important you do. All right, thank you very much.